Hi Sadie, how are you? I just wanted to touch base with you about that pesky snail problem that was on last week's multiplying decimals test. I noticed you reworked it a few times and we're still kind of coming up with the same product. So I just wanted to kind of show you a different way to arrive at the product. So remember we had two snails in the garden and we had Christopher's snail and it traveled 1 2/10 feet in 3 minutes. And then we had Jamie's snail, which went quite a bit shorter distance. It only went 4/10 of the distance that Christopher's snail went. So first of all, I remember back when we were studying multiplying with fractions, and I remember that anytime I want to find a fraction of something, I'm going to use multiplication for that. And so I want to think of this 4/10 as a fraction. So let's think of it this way. Then I want to make an estimate before I even start multiplying here, because that way I know when I get my product, I know if it's reasonable or not. So I want to think about, 4/10, that's pretty close to 5/10. I could round it to 5/10, which I know 5/10 is equivalent to 1/2. So if I want to make an estimate here, I want to think, what's half of 1 2/10? Well, half of 12 is 6, so I know half of 12, or 1 2/10 is going to be 6/10. So I know my product here in the end, it's got to be less than 6/10. So keep that in mind. This is going to be less than 6/10. Okay, that's our estimate. So how do we get this product? We just multiply. We're going to multiply 4/10 times 1 2/10. You could do it horizontally this way, or you could really make it simple by putting it in standard algorithm format. So let's just do it that way. Remember, with standard algorithm, we don't put the decimal points into the product until the very end. All right, so we have 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. Now we've got to compensate for these 2 decimal places to the right of the decimal point in the factors. So we have 1 place, 2 places to the right. Since they're to the right, we're going to compensate by moving left. Remember, we compensate in the opposite direction. So I'm going to start here and move 1, 2 places left, meaning we're going to get a product of 48/100 here. So if Jamie's snail traveled 4/10 the distance of Christopher's snail, that means Jamie's snail traveled 48/100 feet in 3 minutes. So I hope that clarified that problem just a little bit for you. Bye, honey.